Well, guten Morgen, meine Damen und Herren. I fully expect Henning and Merrick to criticize my poor German accent. So, I've got this thing going on called SAAVcoin, and a lot of my friends have been asking, what in the crap am I talking about? So, all sorts of press releases and tweets and shares and all that. Sometimes it can get a little bit lost in the shuffle and a little confused. So what I'm doing, you've probably heard of Bitcoin by now. Bitcoin has been very interesting. It went from 800 at the beginning of the year up to about 7,700 a few days ago. And it got back down to the 5,000s. It's quite volatile. But cryptocurrency is quite interesting. There's a lot of money to be made, and a lot of people are making a lot of money. There are thousands of tokens now. And what we did with SAAVcoin is we've done what a lot of other companies are doing, and we've generated a token on the Ethereum blockchain network. Ethereum seems to have its most use in creating tokens as it happens. So this can be a little bit confusing, but I'm going to do my best to succinctly describe it. So what we've done was we have a game we call Agame, and it runs on iOS, Android, Mac, Linux, and Windows. The game is free to play. In the game, you can spend gold to buy things. It's a time management game. It's a little bit like Lords of Ultima, Tiberian Alliances, these kinds of games. So, you have villages, and you have archers and skirmishers and, priests and things, and you take time to build them up. So some of the things that you can buy in the game would be, say, a speed up, so that instead of it taking an hour to go from level 5 to level 6, you could speed it up so it takes 15 minutes. So this gives you an advantage, or a potential advantage, over your opponents. So what we've done is we've decided to tie that in-game currency to a cryptocurrency that we call SAAVcoin. This means that the money that you spend in the game actually is trading in the real world as a cryptocurrency on one of the crypto exchanges. So we've priced them at 1 cent each for a SAAVcoin. Now, you can buy it with cryptocurrency like Ethereum, or actually specifically Ethereum, or you can actually just use a credit or debit card. Now, we've looked at a few other games that are doing something in a similar realm. We actually have a working game right now. It's in beta, but on all those platforms. And these other games, they have not even released yet, and I've seen their prices go from 1 cent all the way up to over $1. So we wanted to make this available so you're pre-buying the currency. And what we've done is we've tried to add another element to these time management games, which would be economic management, because you don't know what's going to happen with the currency. It could go up, it shouldn't really go down, but there is a finite supply. So with the crypto, it can fluctuate in price. So now you can decide, okay, price is down, I'm going to buy a bunch. And then when the price goes up, maybe you've developed an archer or a series of archers, and you want to sell one so that you can get more coins. So say it's gone from 1 cent to 5 cents. So now you've got this archer in our marketplace. You can then go and sell it to somebody else. You can trade or sell anything in our marketplace. Then out in the real world, say you're kind of done playing the game, and so you sell off a bunch of things, and now you've got all this coin that is out on the free market, and now you could sell it back into fiat currency. So like I say, it's a little bit confusing, but it's also a lot more straightforward than any of these other cryptocurrencies. So if you were to buy, and Warren, yes, I do have some Bitcoin. Right now I have Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. And Chris, I appreciate you and Doug investing, and it should do well. But because we're a coin and we're a game, there's a clear use case for it, and it's quite different than a lot of these other models that we've seen. So we think it's very simple to understand. If you buy in regular currency, it's a $10 minimum. We've got some incentives, so if you can use a referral link, you and the person buying will get 20% to split. So if somebody bought $100 using your link, you would each get $10 in more coin. And Oh, what's the other thing? Oh, if you buy 500 or more, then you get 100 bonus. So there's a 20% bonus in there. Yeah, yeah, it was 100 bonus. So there's some incentives to get involved. Now these things, you're essentially pre-selling all of the coins. Over time, it's hard to say what the price might do, but it does make it a more interesting game. You don't even have to play the game, and the game is free to play, so you don't need to have the coin to play it. Hopefully I didn't get too confusing there, but crypto is a very interesting platform. I think Bitcoin has gotten unbelievably volatile, and all of the splits that it's doing and code splits make it, I don't know, a little bit questionable. I'm more interested in it for its utility aspect, and we're not working with Bitcoin in what we're doing with this at all. It is interesting, and maybe I'll do another video and talk about cryptocurrency and blockchain technology in general, because I've written some papers and I've done some other things that are interesting. So anyway, SAAVcoin, SAAVcoin.com. You can go and invest a little bit. Well, buy some coins. The game is at SAAVgames.com, called Agame. It's interesting. I think we may open up a beta on one platform. We're trying to decide if it's worth how. Because people then will ask lots of questions. If I have 10,000 people download it, then we might get overwhelmed trying to deal with that while we're coding it, as opposed to the closed private beta. But we are allowing people in the closed private beta on a one-on-one basis. All right, so thanks for taking a little time and watching this. I appreciate it. Hopefully you'll get involved, tell your friends, use the referral links, and then happy holidays, everybody. It's Veterans Day this weekend, of course, and we appreciate all our veterans. And we got Thanksgiving coming up. We've got here in the U.S., and we got Christmas. We got New Year's. So I know there's a lot going on, but take a look. SAAVcoin.com. It's interesting stuff. And tally ho.